I often meet people who are tired in a way that sleep just doesn't fix. They're not just physically tired, they're emotionally exhausted because they're always anticipating needs, staying on top of everything, trying not to disappoint anyone, and quietly carrying more than their share. If you're a perfectionist who also people pleases, exhaustion makes sense because you're not just trying to do things well, you're trying to keep everyone okay. So today we're talking about why perfectionism and people pleasing often travel together and how that combo fuels approval seeking, fear of disappointing others, overfunctioning, and difficulty saying no. I'll also give you one evidence based tool that you can use starting today. Perfectionism turns approval into a survival need. Perfectionism often sounds like high standards, but underneath, it's frequently fear. If I do it perfectly, then no one can criticize me. If I'm dependable, I'll be valued. If I'm easy to deal with, I won't be rejected. That's where people pleasing connects. It becomes a strategy to prevent conflict and maintain connection. So you don't just want to do a good job, you want to be seen as good. Also, consider that people pleasing makes you overfunction. Overfunctioning is when you take responsibility for other people's emotions or other people's comfort, other people's outcomes, other people's anything. You try to smooth things over. You anticipate what might go wrong. You try to fix what wasn't yours to fix in the first place. And you often say yes before you even check in with yourself. And that's exhausting because your nervous system is always scanning, what do they need? What might upset them? How do I prevent disappointment? Let's also consider why saying no feels so hard. For many women, saying no doesn't just mean saying no. It feels like I'm selfish, or I'm a bad person, or I'm going to lose this relationship. They'll be mad and I won't be able to handle it. So when you say yes and then resent it, and then push through anyway, and then you end up crashing, you're not really making things better, you're making things worse. So, how do you begin changing this without becoming cold or harsh or feeling disconnected? When someone asks you for something or you feel the urge to jump in, pause, prioritize, and protect. Here's how you do it. You pause. Before you answer, you say, let me check my schedule and get back to you. And even if you already think you can do it, pause anyway. This is going to create a gap so your nervous system can settle and you can really think things through. Then you prioritize. You ask yourself these three quick questions. Is this mine to do? Do I have the capacity to do this without resentment? And does saying yes align with my values? If you answer no to any of these, the healthiest move is usually not a full yes. That's where we come to protect. Choose one of these protective yes or no options. The clear no is, I can't do that. The boundaried yes is, I can help for 15 minutes, but not more. Or offer an alternative. I can't do that, but I suggest blah, 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 blah. Or the delay. I'll let you know by tomorrow. Let me think about it. This reduces overfunctioning while keeping you respectful. This is especially helpful for those of you who tend to think in all or nothing terms. It's a reminder that you have some options in between that are still worth considering. And this works because it retrains your brain to check capacity and ownership before committing. So you stop living in constant emotional overtime. You can be kind without overextending. You can be responsible without being responsible for everyone. And you can pursue excellence without sacrificing your peace. Until we meet again, remember to fill your cup first and then pour into others. If perfectionism, overthinking, or self-criticism has been keeping you stuck, I created a free reflection guide to help you start unpacking those patterns. Check the description below to download Is Perfectionism Keeping You Stuck? And take the first step toward responding to yourself with more awareness and compassion. If this message encouraged you, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. And of course, share it with someone who could use a little encouragement today. Hi, I'm Crystal Hawkins, a licensed professional counselor and licensed clinical alcohol and drug counselor. Thank you for listening.